Hello, so today I thought I'd do a video about mindfulness and driving, because don't know if you're anything like me, but it has been known that become a sort of a different character sometimes when you get behind the wheel. Don't know if you know that one. And obviously mindfulness is quite important when you're driving, or being where you are, or paying attention to what's going on around you is really important. Because you don't want to bump into anything or anyone. But also it's a place when we're driving when we can get ourselves in a bit of a tiz if other drivers don't do what we'd like them to do, or say we're running late and then there's a huge traffic jam, something like that. How do you look after your well-being? And so I thought this would be a good opportunity. So often we can get into a bit of a bother when we're in a bit of a rush. So I thought it'd be a good time today, because I've spent more time than I wanted to this morning doing shopping, looking for a present, and didn't get it either. So and now so there's less time left today to do other things, but you probably, if you have done driving, if you're a driver, you probably know the experience of having driven down a road and then you realise when you get to wherever you're going, or you stop somewhere, that you weren't really there for the journey. You were concentrating on something else, and that something else is usually thinking about something, especially if you've just had a difficult day, or you've had an argument or something like that, and your mind's replaying the video of what happened, or you're worrying about something that's coming up, and your attention just isn't on your experience of being in the car. That it's your attention's in your mind, which, if you've listened to any of the other mindfulness videos that I've done, you'll know that that's where most of the problems begin. So being mindfully present, what does that mean in relation to driving? Well, following on from what I've just said, it means that your attention, you know where your attention is. And your attention's not in your thinking mind, because you don't need to do thinking to do driving. It's fairly natural. And what you really need to do is to be aware of your surroundings. So I'm stood in a queue of traffic behind some traffic lights. I'm aware there's other cars in the other lane, stationary. There's vehicles behind me. It's a shopping area. There are cafes, so there are people about. And being still inside, being peaceful, meaning not being tangled up with thoughts that are coming and going, is the safest way of driving. Safest for me and safest for everybody else. And there's quite a tricky turn that I'm coming up to now, so I'm just going to get in the right lane and do a bit of indicating. And the traffic lights the other way are on red, so I can just carry on up here. And there are vehicles parked by the side of the road, meaning my side of the carriageway is a bit squished, so a bit slower there. And I guess with a lot of people, the idea is that if your attention is in what you're doing, then it sometimes feels not that exciting. But usually that's because we have an idea that there are some jobs or some things, especially, that are less exciting than others, and that might be true enough. But what we're really interested, rather than excitement, is how are we feeling at any one time. And so even though I'm talking to you, or to the camera, I'm aware of what speed I'm doing, because I'm in a 30 mile an hour zone, and somewhere up along this road there's a speed camera. So I hope I don't jinx anything by saying this, but it's been about, well, it's been over 20 years since I went through a speed camera. And in terms of accidents, it's probably over 40 years now since I had an accident when I was a boy on a motorbike. And so yeah, being mindfully present. Oh, the lights have just changed, and if I just speed up just a little bit, I'll be able to tag on to... No, I won't. So that's a good thing. So I did the best I could to get through the lights there, but turned amber. And then I notice a lot of people go through on amber because I don't see any cameras so on the traffic lights, so people do that. But I can just stop, and then whether you stop for a yellow or a red, whichever version you do, you know, if you are stopped at the traffic lights, then, well, there's a really great opportunity to have a rest. I haven't got anything to do except just be aware of the traffic. I know these traffic lights, so I think the queue over there is going to go before I do, but I'll just check that. Yeah, they've just started, so I haven't got anything to do. I'm just here, and it's nice and warm, and I can relax. Because, you know, even if I was late to go somewhere, I'm not going to go through the red traffic light. I mean, if I was really late and it was desperate, I would. But I'm not, so just turn to amber and away we go. And so in that way we can look after how we're feeling, you know, where it's really important, which is right now. It's not about getting to where I'm going to get to and then doing all the jobs that I want to do and then getting home and then I can relax. I can relax now. I can relax now. I'm doing just about 30 miles an hour. And everything's okay. So if you like this video and you want to have more time in the car with me, then let me know. But otherwise, next time I'll have a look at something else that's an everyday experience and how mindfulness can help, and something like shopping or something like that, choosing which till to queue up for. So anyway, that's to come. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.